What would we do without books? Let's find out. Welcome back on Loving Museums. My name is Cedric. Thank you for watching. You've been asking me a lot what to read before, after my tours, or just for your own pleasure. Here is a quick selection I picked up in my on my bookshelf very quickly. I'm going to Italy again this summer. Pick up a guidebook. A guidebook is the #1 to read. Very easy to find almost everywhere. You can find it where you go. You can find almost every language. This one is Diamond Wiggy, but it's been translated in French, so I've been a little bit lazy on this one. The truth is, I find it only in French. If I would have found it in English, I would have definitely bought it in English. I'm going to spend 10 days in Arezzo, the birthplace of Petrarch, a place where people like Boccaccio, next to Firenze, and that's a place of Tuscany that I know less. I know there's some Giotto I want to see down there as well, so I'm looking forward to it. Just go for a tour guide. This one is really like the weight of a Bible. It's absolutely massive, and I love it. A little bit more difficult, but you can definitely pull it together. That is some Kent. So this one is a full one, but you can find like a smaller version, which is about 100 pages. Very good to have some idea of philosophy. By the way, my next book of philosophy is going to talk about that. Daniel Arras is a French writer. Is not so easy to read, by the way. He's very controversial. That's probably why I like his stuff. I found a lot of very good ideas in his book, by the way. I probably mentioned already Love Your Way Through the Louvre, which is my book. You have, oh yeah, some stories I really recommend. This one is Stendhal, but it can be by literally everyone. Literature of traveling writers. I really do believe there's a lot to take in this kind of stuff. Definitely, I think they're fantastic books. This one is Stendhal, but I love the British writers, the German writers, the American writers. I mean, any kind of writers traveling. The notes could be by Scott Fitzgerald, notes by Hemingway, notes by whatever. Do not hesitate to try to get into more classic. This one was on Mantegna by Giovanni Agosti. A bit difficult to read, to be honest with you, but it's very interesting. Some classic. This one is Baudelaire for me, but it could be anything else for you, of course. Return or Not, I got twice. I got in another version. This one is the one I travel with. You might recognize my girl right here. This one is André Malraux, a first minister of culture in the 70s, right? Federico Zeri is a classic. Oh, just want to say, one day I found one of Federico Zeri's book on antique kind of market, and you can buy this kind of books for like, I don't know, sometimes like $5 or $10 of kind of stuff like that. So do not hesitate. They're very easy, and I just hop in and I find a picture. I just want to show you this one of my niece. So I'm very happy to show you a picture of my niece from 2021. Isn't she pretty, right? Books can be quite exciting, so if you're looking for some really books, I don't know about your place, but here in France, but I'm pretty sure it exists almost everywhere. This one I found in a bookspot in a park. It cost me literally nothing, and yes, I do drop my used books in book boxes as well. It's a very old book. I mean, it's 1980, and honestly, I was reading it in the park, watching my kids, and there's a lot of maps and stuff, and you always learn something from that kind of books. And again, it's free. Laurence Love, I talked about her in my last book, History of Painting. Really big crush on that that book, which is mostly theory. You find Bergson, Proust, Adorno, you find all the classics. Wolfing, that's the biggest tragedy of my life. Maybe some of you heard that. I didn't learn German at school because it was problematic in my family. And no, I don't speak German, so I have to read translation, which is difficult for me. Try to go sometime with the painters you love. For example, this one is around Fragonard, probably one of the most famous books of the. I think I did a video on that. If I didn't, I will most definitely do that in the Louvre this summer. Back to philosophy with Merleau-Ponty. You have to be very careful with Merleau-Ponty because some matters got really old. Finally, a super classic, the Gombrich from Fido. It's gonna focus eventually. Yes, it did. And that's a cheap book. It's a fantastic book. You got like half of it is literature. The rest of it is just literature. So everything they talk about is illustrated, which is very convenient, and it goes all the way to contemporary more period with Chagall, right? Finally, I made a joke about this one because this is the note of Leonardo. I make a joke because that's a beast. I mean, look at that thing. And I honestly bought it. I don't really know why. I think I bought it to show off when you're having friends for dinner and you want to show off like you're an intellectual, tough. And then COVID hit us, and I got some extra time to try to hit. I think I remember it was 4,000. No, it's actually not. I said 4,000. It's actually 1,600 pages, and I read quite a bit of it, and I find very fascinating topic in this one. One last one for the road is still a tour guide book you find in museums. This one is Cognac J, History of Paris. It's a fascinating museum of Paris, this Cognac J museums. And this one I bought in the museum for like $8, which is explaining almost everything. Very easy to read. So that was my book review for today. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, no matter what you do, if you're not doing it with a smile, well, you might be doing it wrong. You guys take care.